All right, let's talk about what's coming on the show tonight, because we do have a fantastic program ahead of minutes. Also, yes, perhaps one of the greatest inventions ever made. You decide. We will talk with the guys from Swarm about their latest creation and how you can support them and get it out to the entire world. Plus, really impressive. Wait, what do you want me to do, Kevin? Oh, okay. We'll set this. I've been told. There we go. There we go. We'll put it up there so people can take a look at it. And you know, so where did this idea come from? I mean, was this something you were out on a ride? You finished up and said, "Oh my gosh, I have no way to open my favorite beverage of choice."
Yeah, something like that. I mean, we. Obviously, we like to ride our bikes because Park City is a great place to do that. And then secondly, drinking beer, you know, not necessarily known in Utah as an activity, but we really enjoy it. So we thought we could combine those two. And we spent some time out on just thinking about how we could combine two things that we love, and what are some products that we could take to market that were easy and not too expensive to develop, and also had a little bit of humor. It was a little fun, you know. We were just looking for something that was clever.
And so, talk a little bit about Swarm Design and how you came about taking this idea and turning it into at least a prototype.
Well, our Swarm is an outsourced R&D department, is what we like to call ourselves. So, and our meetings are bike rides, and that's where we kind of got the idea. And that's we went through a few prototypes, a few concepts, you know, on the computer, and came up with this design. And then we started searching for a manufacturer, and then we saw Kickstarter. Was where we.
Well, let's talk a little bit about Kickstarter. For people who aren't familiar with this, explain exactly what Kickstarter is and how it works.
Well, Kickstarter is a way of taking an idea and getting it to market quickly. So we saw Kickstarter. We were just doing a little bit of research on how to get our ideas out there, and we came across Kickstarter and this product called TikTok. And TikTok is the little nano watch. So they created a watch out of a nano iPod. And we noticed that they were able to raise $950,000 for that product. So we thought, hey, I mean, all we really need is $15,000 to get started. So let's see what we can do with it. But Kickstarter is just an easy way of getting the product out there. It gets a lot of press. They drive a lot of content, or a lot of people to the content. They make it easy to post videos and updates and really just get the word out. And secondly, the way it really works is it's a pre-order. So if you pay your money to Kickstarter, and for the quick release it was $30, and the bolt-on is $20. And if you were to order it on Kickstarter, you sign in, you put your email, you give $50 or $30, and if we are able to reach 100% funding, then you get that product, and we also get funded. If we don't reach that level, then nobody gets any money. So.
And then everyone gets their money refunded, and it all goes back to square one.
That's right.
So how many of these do you need? You know, you said $15,000 is what you're hoping to raise. How many of that? You know, how much? You know, what does that go towards to create this? I mean, do you have to then just buy the aluminum, buy the materials, rent the CNC machine? What does that go towards?
Well, the biggest expense for this, I mean, we're three guys. We're a designer, an engineer, and then a business development guy. And the idea is that we've really invested our time, so there's no money in that. But in order to get the molds to create these, and unfortunately bikes come in a lot of different sizes, so we have to make at least 5 different sizes to match the most common seat post sizes. So it's 5 different molds, and then not only 5 molds for the clamp, but 5 molds for the quick release. So that's where the money comes in, and we've looked into different manufacturing procedures or processes, and domestic and overseas manufacturing, and really that was about the lowest amount that we could invest in the product and have the versatility and the variety that we needed to make it work.
Well, let's talk a little bit about the product itself, because people here are pretty much gear junkies. They want to know exactly what this is made of, how much it weighs, and whether it's strong enough to support their weight on a seat post.
I'll let you talk about that, Devin, because you know.
It's made out of aluminum. It's finished off with a CNC to get all the details in there.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it's definitely tough enough to hold up the biggest person. And I honestly don't know the weight, but it's not. If you're drinking beer while you're riding, you're not really worried about
your seat volume. Well, that does bring up the question. How many people out there are riding with bottles in their backpack?
Well, it's the cooler at the end. It's the cooler sitting in the car. It's the beer's chilling.
Okay, so you don't have to worry about it, foaming up on top of you.
Yes.
All right. Well, you guys have also created another product as well that is also serving the local community. We're actually going to go out and do a little on snow feature on this one. Can you talk briefly about the goat?
Sure. The goat it's a product from Swarm. What we noticed was that there's no real easy way to pack your skis on a short hike, and also wear the pack on the ski lift. So we call it a side country ski pack, and the idea is it's very lightweight, very versatile. It's just a strap that's made from repurposed materials. So we're using bike inner tubes and recycled wetsuit material, recycled climbing rope, all to create this very lightweight strap. So you just drop your skis into the loop, put it over your shoulder, and you're able to hike with your hands free to do whatever it is that you do when you're hiking. I mean, either balance or water or using your phone, whatever that could be. And it's also really nice to carry through the parking lot. So on a day like last weekend when you had to walk through 5 parking lots at Deer Valley, it's great to strap that thing on.
Fantastic. So. All right. If people do want to get more information about, signing up, ordering, or pre-ordering on Kickstarter, how do they find the link for you?
Well, the best way to do it is to go to Kickstarter.com, mm-hmm. and you'll have to search for Nectar and Elixir. So the Nectar, one of these devices is the Nectar. It's the quick release is the Nectar. No, quick release is the Elixir.
Elixir.
Yeah.
And then this one right here, the fixed, is the Nectar.
That's right.
Yes. All right. And just search on that.
And you just search on that, and you go in, and if you'd like to purchase it, you put your credit card information in. It's totally secure, and they will they hold the funds, but you're not charged. So until we reach our 100% funding, you will not be charged. And if we don't reach it, you get all of your money back from the credit cards.
Well, fantastic. Guys, thanks so much. I guess the final thing to do is the proof is in the pudding, right?
Yeah, let's see it.
So we're going to slide right over here. Boom. It doesn't get much easier than that. All right, guys. Thanks so much.
Thanks. Cheers.
We've got more to come. Don't go away.